Hey YouTube, Pipin' Redbeard. Oh, yeah. I have a cold. It's not been too bad, but the last couple days, golly, it's just annoying, really. But I wanted to see, listen. It's crazy, right? Snotting everywhere. Show you a recent eBay find. And there she is. And if you haven't, and if you don't know, or just don't care, this is a 1959-ish Dunhill patent. The stuff on the bottom is, you can read it, but it's kind of rough. I took some pictures of this earlier, but I don't even remember the. Anyway, that's what you should know. It's very small. It's a very small pipe. And to be honest, it is. Okay, let me back that up a little bit. I really haven't had too much experience with Dunhill pipes. New, old, whatever. And you can look at them online. You can read what they're made of and all that stuff to your heart's content. But at the end of the day, unless you've picked one up and looked at it, it's limited. So I say all that. I know the kind of that they're small. Some of the older ones are smaller. There is a lot of people who have not real Dunhills, and they try to pawn them off. There's a particular stain they used, and how they did that with the bowl. So, you know, couple ways to tell. But I mean, if this was fake, I don't know. I mean, there's some really, you know, it's got the right lettering stamped in the shell briar. The patent number is correct. You know, the everything's in the right spot. The actual shape of the pipe, and all that stuff. So all that is the same. So I'm gonna assume it's a real one. It was bought by a reputable eBay merchant. So yeah, it's really well taken care of, especially the stem. Now I of course like the rubber bit on the end, but it's the original stem, white spot. The only thing I do worry about a little bit, and I'll tell you why, because and this could, and once again, it could be me, but the white spot's not quite in the center. And I think it's pretty much dead center. But again, maybe not. It is very tiny, and it's hard to. Well, it's got an 1.5-inch bowl, okay, and you wouldn't think that, but that's what pretty much that is. Anyway, I could be wrong, but so here's the deal. I'm not a Dunhill fanatic, okay? I just thought that if I found one for reasonable, that I would enjoy, that I would, just as a good pipe man, I would have one. So this is my I don't know, my Dunhill card for pipe smoker. When I got this, though, it varies. I don't know what cleaning material they used, solutions or whatever, but it was it smelled gross. and not like, I shouldn't say like gross, but I did attempt, because you know it was clean. I ran some pipe cleaners through it, that kind of thing, and it did come out okay. There wasn't any built, you know, they had done a really good job with the bowl. So I went ahead and tried a bowl, and it had this foul taste to it. So then I took some pipe cleaners with some vodka and really wished it around and stuff and let it sit for a couple days. So we'll see how this goes. I gotta tell you though, this is so underwhelming. And that's the other reason why maybe I feel like I could have got, this might not be correct or something, but it is just, it's just a little pipe compared to what I'm used to. So here's this is my Sav 101 that I unfinished that I got, that I actually smoked this a lot. Okay, so let's see if I can, let's do that. Right, it's so much smaller. Anyway, I don't regret it. It was I don't mind telling you either, it was 115, I think, is what it got up to. Because I think yeah. So for a patent Dunhill pipe, I thought that was pretty cool. And if anybody has more knowledge about that, and they, you know, they think this is, I'm just an idiot, and this is actually what I should expect, and fine. But, well, let's see how this smokes now that I got that chemically smell at it with some vodka. I was thinking maybe some quiet nights, but maybe Escudo Navy de Luxe. So let's fire this puppy up here and see if everything's jiggy. I think it probably will be. Usually if you run some vodka through the pipe and you don't like try to smoke it right afterwards, usually pretty alright. Now, to be honest, this Escudo is fantastic, and it's one of my favorites. I can stick 2 coins, and so what I'm doing is I just fold and stuff for the Escudo, and most everything, but that got, well, it didn't get quite 2 coins. So let's just, I'm not going to pack it really tight because the Escudo does expand quite a bit. So we got some test to draw. Pretty easy. Put this back. Alright. Light this puppy up. Let's see what happens, huh? Okay, it's the char light. Let's just lightly flatten that out. And I don't really, That didn't really do too much, so it's okay. It's 10:45 p.m. on a Tuesday night. I have to work here in about 15 minutes. See, there's no chemical stuff anymore. All right. So as a clincher, which is who I am, this is pretty awesome because it's really light. It looks totally silly though in my big paw. I mean, it's really small. I can't even. It's like I'm drinking tea. It's funny. But I don't know. It smokes really well. I won the first bowl I was trying to have. I didn't have any issues with it. But now I'll tell you this. I probably won't do any aromatics in this. I won't do that. Just because, just for the sake of not wanting to ghost it at all. So it'll be some Escudo, some of the light English blends. I'll probably do the plum pudding, and that's probably all I'll put in here. Maybe, well, like I said, quiet nights might, but I got some coffee. In my Yeti 20-ounce tumbler, rambler they call it. So I like the Beast. I bought a Beast 20-ounce. That was a tumbler off of Amazon, and it came with the lid and a big straw and a little straw, and they were both steel, and the brushes to clean them out and all this stuff. And it was $30, and that thing, it keeps my coffee hot for, longer than I would drink it. I don't usually get done with it and it's cold. And so that's pretty awesome. And cold drinks are even better. But the problem with it was the lid. So the lid you got to like pop out in order to clean. And so how we were able to stoke it up. And it broke because you really had to force it out or clean under it. This one's got this magnetic lid on it, so it just it's magnetic, snaps right back. So it seems to be pretty good. I don't think my char light was very good. That was kind of weird. Usually it blooms up more. So let's just do one little last tamp around there. Do another light. So anyway. Other pipe news. A vintage gourd calabash with a block meerschaum bowl. I'll tell you. Oh, come on, computer. This is really neat, okay? But I'm not going to smoke this very much. Now, it's actually light enough you can quench it. Really. So, it's not that, but it's just, so cleaning it out is kind of a thing. You know, because it's meerschaum, this is obviously awesome. It's very light, very porous. And when I got it, it was much cleaner than this, and I've used it. But so it's got the cork ring around it. It's very nice shape. It fits really solid. It's really tight. The stem is very tight. It works really well. And the gourd was in really good shape, except for that. Okay, so what happened is when I bought the pipe, it did not have this. So the seller sent me a message saying he was doing a last minute check run through of the pipe to make sure everything was okay, yada yada, and noticed a soft spot. And so he drilled it out and patched it, and sent it to me anyway. And he said, he sent me a message and said, hey, I just want to tell you this is what I found, Yaki, and was very upfront with it. And so he ended up giving me back some money on it, and it's fixed. It's not gonna go anywhere, but not the prettiest thing in the world, right? But for a vintage gourd calabash, it's in really good shape. No cracks, or except for the one back here where that was fixed. But the stem is in really great shape, and the bowl especially. Everything's tight, so final price on this was about $60, I think. $50-$60. It's with shipping. So I'm tickled about that. Like, again, that's not going to be it's more like I just wanted one because I was a pipe enthusiast, and just felt like I wasn't a real pipe enthusiast unless I had a gourd calabash, as silly as that is, really. Anyway, those are my couple latest. It's unmarked. It doesn't have any. I don't even know who made it, and it could be from different people. For all I know for now. I actually wanted to get, and I still probably will eventually, but a really Calabash Pipes World. Man, they got some phenomenal stuff. And just some beautiful gourd calabash pipes. So I want one of theirs, but it might be a while. Anywho, so 1959 Dunhill Shell Briar eBay find. Seems like a nice pipe. And the Escudo, man, I can't say enough good things about this stuff. The Navy de Luxe, I love that stuff. I bought a few tins of it. If I catch a sale, I'll buy a crap ton of it. It's just that good. Alright, well, that's all for today. I gotta get ready for work, and I work a lot at night on the weekends. I mean, that's just the nature of my gig. It doesn't bother me much anymore, and I schedule everything around it. So if somebody asks me to do something when I actually have family plans and stuff, I'm not pressured to fulfill that, so I can say no. And I do often. Like this weekend, Memorial Day weekend. Man, we've been working a lot of weekends, a lot of nights. And I just said, no, I'm going to take my holiday weekend. It's all right. Now that, I say that, but since I'm the team lead of the group, so if one of my guys has issues, I'm going to back up my guys, that's for sure. So, who knows? Anyway, I hope you guys guys and gals, have a pleasant rest of your week. I'll probably do another video soonish with the smoking the gourd Calabash. It's pretty awesome. It's not very long smoke though. The bowl's not very big, but yeah. So yeah, pipe and red beard. Later.